Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course as always on Wednesdays, full of new makeup releases and sneak peeks, and mostly of course as always from the indie world, because this is this is my kingdom, sweeties. Okay, now of course you can see if you're new here, I am very much into colorful styling and colorful makeup. I'm not hating here on anything on my channel, so if you're into that, this is not going to be your place. But besides that, I'm just trying to give a platform and like a stage, a place to shine for especially smaller indie brands, because I think they deserve it. And I just personally, I'm very curious. I want to try those brands and I want to feature those brands. Does that do a whole lot for the growth of my channel? No. You know, but that doesn't matter because this is what I want to do. So sweeties, if that is what you're interested in and vibing with, then check out my social media, which is down in the description box. All the links are there, and of course subscribe to my channel so we can spend this beautiful journey together. Okay, now sweeties, we have a lot to talk about as always. You know, and of course also it is this time of the year. We spoke a bit about this already, like the 2 last weeks or something, because this is really the time of the year where I feel like I'm in heaven. I'm seriously in makeup heaven. I wish I could have it all. For me, this is the time, you know. But anyway, yeah. So let's go right into it without delay, because we have a lot to talk about and you're here to see good makeup. So let us talk about this one. I just added this right when I sat down here. I added this from Fatal Beauty, and this is part 1 out of 2 palettes. As of right now when I'm filming this, I only have this one palette and this one picture from the BFF collection. And this is the Bay palette, and this has of course 9 shades with 6 mattes, 2 high shine metallic chameleon shades and 1 diamond shimmer, and this will be available on October 27th. So there is going to be a second palette. If I still get a picture while I'm editing, I'll still put it up. If not, I will of course update you maybe next time or whatever. Okay, then I also found something just now, and that is from CXC Cosmetics, and this is the color story reveal of the Military Queens palette. This is dropping on the 1st of November, sweeties, and this is in honor of Salute to Service. A percentage of sales will be donated to the Wounded Warrior Project, and this already has my heart. This already has my heart, because I am so into this, and to being, you know, grateful to raising awareness for things like this, for causes like this. And yeah, I love this already. I love this already. Also the palette itself, of course, just from a makeup point of view, looks really nice, has nice depth to it, nice beautiful vibrant colors, also a fall theme to it, so it totally makes sense. I really like this. So this is the Military Queens palette. So cool, from CXC Cosmetics. Okay sweeties, then there is a sneak peek from Spellbound Beauty, and that's this one, and that's the Rituals palette, and I know nothing else. Just saying, this is going to of course come super soon. I have no idea as of right now what this is gonna look like, just the outer packaging, and that looks super cool, I have to say. Okay, unfortunately this is all I know as of right now. Now Game Beauty, we spoke about that last time, and I showed you a tiny little fragment of a sneak peek, and I thought this might be a sneak peek of a new palette coming, and actually I was right, because now they're sneak peeking more. They're basically sneak peeking a whole color scheme or concept of a video game that the palette will represent, basically. So they're saying here this is the Harbinger palette, and this is going to come soon. Now you see the color scheme. This might be red and purple and orange and yellow, like a very fiery thing. Now I don't know this game, as you know. I'm very ignorant when it comes to these things, and I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, you know, not my life, but I really like good makeup and also good concept behind makeup. Do I always have to follow those concepts? No, but I like it when brands have a concept, you know. It's just like when there is a vampire theme. If it is well executed, that is so cool, and these palettes can look so cool, but I do not personally have to become a vampire. You know what I mean? So it's exactly here with Game Beauty like that. I'm just not into computer games and stuff like this, but I love that they have this concept and how they execute it. Okay, so this is coming soon. Of course, I'm going to tell you more about it once I know more. Okay, then I do have another brand which I really don't know. It says here by Mellow Lops. I have no idea about this brand. Have never heard of that before, but they're coming out with the Melonaria collection. I hope I'm saying this right. So you can see it here, and this looks so cool. So you do have the Melonaria eyeshadow palette with 7 mattes and 8 metallics retailing for $36. Then you do have jewel pigments, you do have jewel glitters, you do have chunky jewel glitters, and you do have Melonaria 10G water inks. You do have the Stolen Jewels set, which is glass rhinestones, and you do have synthetic lashes. So all of that is coming on October 16th. So this is super soon after you seeing this, and I think this is so cool. I love the glitters, I love the lashes, I love the palette. I think this is very cool, and also the way they are presenting it is, of course, it kind of really makes sense. It makes a splash. I love it. Okay, so that is from by Mellow Lops. Sweeties, unfortunately, you know my situation here. When I'm here and filming, I do not have real good internet access, unfortunately, because I'm filming deep in a basement, okay? Like, think bomb shelter, okay? So anyway, that is my situation here, so I cannot, while I'm sitting here, look up stuff. Anyway, so that is that. I'm going to have, of course, all the brands linked in the description box, so if you want to find out more, then please go there and check out my description box, you know? Okay, then definitely we need to talk about the Pastel Roses. This is the new palette, the Trick or Treat palette from the Pastel Roses. Now, that is a brand that is based in the UK, and I think this palette is gorgeous. I think this is such a cool execution of a traditional fall themed palette. And sweeties, I keep saying that I'm not against tradition. You know, it's kind of the vibe in the world is that all old values and all old traditions and everything is kind of, you know, outdated. But I think no. Why should we not hold on to the things that work and that the things that have served us, you know? And this is a color scheme that is a very traditional, if you ask me, according to my own perception, of course, this is a very traditional color scheme for a fall theme palette that makes it fit into the season. It makes it fit into my life, because these are the palettes that I love the most, as you know, and I think this is gorgeous. It gives you softer tones, it gives you super vibrant tones, and it gives you these beautiful shimmery shades there. You do have one duochrome shadow, you do have 3 shimmer shadows, and you do have 8 mattes. And then as part of this whole collection, I think there are 20 more single pressed shadows. There is a slip case, I have no idea what that is, and then you do have round stickers. Okay, so anyway, I think this is so cool. This is already live when you're seeing this. Now let us also talk about the Beat House Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Legacy eyeshadow palette. This palette has 15 shades of neutral satins, mattes, metallics, and pressed glitters, and retails for $25. This is available now already. This palette has a very classy vibe, if you're asking me, while it still gives you the potential of like super bold and colorful and powerful looks, which I think is really cool, you know? And of course you do have also nice neutral options in there in case that is what you're going for mostly. So yeah, so this is a very nice palette available now at the Beat House Cosmetics. Now let us also talk about the Frikin Fabulous Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Swans duochrome eyeshadow palette containing 8 shades, and these are big pans, sweeties. This is like 3.5 centimeters. It's like, this is Juvia's Place, the big Juvia's Place pants, you know what I mean? So this retails for $85, which is of course quite a bundle, but you do have discount codes. I also do have one. It is in the description box down below. It's not affiliated, but if you want to use it, it might save you some money. This is available at their Etsy shop, and I think this looks beautiful. I cannot wait to see swatches. In case I have swatches before I finish this video, then I'm still going to put them up, but this looks very cute. Anyway, so that's the Swans duochrome eyeshadow palette. Then, oh yeah, we need to talk about Lethal Cosmetics, sweeties. Lethal Cosmetics is going to drop the Berlin 89 collection, and I think this is so cool because I was there. You know, I was there. Okay, let me read this. Okay, the collection is inspired by the fall of the Berlin Wall and its significance, not just historically, but for all. Sweeties, I was born and raised in Germany. I was there when it happened. I was, I believe, 9 years old when it happened. And this was the evening when the wall came down and people were celebrating in Berlin and everywhere. I remember my father putting a candle on the windowsill, opening the window. It was November, and this was the first time when I saw my father crying. You know, because I lived in the eastern part. My father was from the western part, but he left the western part where basically there was the freedom in the western part, but he came to the eastern part to be kind of in prison. You know, he was not actually in prison, but of course, you know, the eastern part of Germany was very, very restricted and all of that. But he went there for love because my mom was there, you know, and this is where he raised his family, and this is where he stayed for over 40 years. And when the wall finally came down and he was allowed to go back to the western part and meet his family and meet his siblings again, you know, this was the first time I saw my father cry. So I kind of really deserve this collection, you know. But anyway, just saying, this is the backstory, and I was there and I remember it, you know. So yeah, anyway, that is that, in case you're new and you have no idea. I'm German by birth, you know. I've not been there for a long time now, but anyway, that is where I was born and raised. Okay, so you do have, of course, that palette, and it does have very, very new shades. Like all of these shades apparently are new, and you do have this first time ever pressed multi-chrome shade, which is called Breakthrough. Now there are also liners and all kinds of other stuff. What I don't understand is the pricing, because it says here this palette, for example, retails for 39 euros, because of course it's euro prices because the brand is based in Germany. Now the dollar price is $37. How is that even possible, that the dollar price is less than the euro price? Usually I would say if the euro price is 39 euros, it would be like $45 or something like this, you know. But I don't get it. I really don't. Like, why would anyone pay in euro if you can have it cheaper in dollars? No, I don't get it. So anyway, you do have gel liners, and you do have also 2 liquid shadows, and that is going to go live on October 16th, in case you want to check this out. Okay, then let's also talk about Sigma, because first of all, they're coming out now with the Pretty in Pink palette, or Pretty in Pink collection. Actually, it's a small collection with a 9-pan palette for $36, and then also a blending brush and a liquid lipstick. Now this is in raising awareness. They're selling here celebrating. Is that so? Does one say celebrate? Celebrating the October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Well, maybe. You know, anyway, could be. So that is what it is. Now, I don't really think that this is a pink palette. Just saying. Is that a nice looking palette with mauve tones? Yes. Is it pretty in pink? I don't know. If you put that label on something, that I kind of feel like you better make it pink then. You know, that this, I don't consider this pink. Nevertheless, I think it's a cute palette for the right person. This is not going to be for me. I think if it would have been really, really pink, I would have loved it. You know, just saying. Okay, so anyway, that is that. And then they also have revealed the Holiday 2021 release, which is a collection. And you do have an eyeshadow palette. I think it's called Obsessed or Magnifique. Magnifique. I don't know. Magnifique it says on the palette, but in the description it says Obsessed, so I don't know. Obsessed brush set and the Obsessed eyeshadow palette and a lip set, and that is coming soon. I don't know if this is just a wrong description or something, but on the palette it says Magnifique. So in a lot of ways I like that palette more, because I think it doesn't portray something that it is not. You know what I mean? Because if you say Pretty in Pink and then you deliver mauve shades, there is an imbalance, you know? The other palette I think is very, very classy, is not maybe my makeup style necessarily, but I think the execution is super, super nice. Okay, so that is that. This is coming soon, and the October Breast Cancer Awareness Month palette is already live. Okay, then let's also talk about Kylie Cosmetics, because she's actually coming out with a pretty cool collection. So she's coming out with the Kylie and A Nightmare on Elm Street collection. So this collection includes the Nightmare on Elm Street palette, then there is a lip lacquer trio, there are lashes, and there is a lip and cheek jelly stain. This is already available when you're seeing this. Now the palette of course has some very, very neutral light shades, which is maybe not necessary, but anyway, I think the whole concept is really, really cool, and the darker shades also, according to the swatches, really, really rock, and the whole concept is very, very cool. Now, I don't even know that A Nightmare on Elm Street. I have heard it. I've heard things being referred to that or something, but again, you know, I don't need to be a vampire to enjoy a vampire palette. You know what I mean? So that is, I think the whole vibe is just so cool in this release, you know? Yeah, so anyway, that is from Kylie Cosmetics. What can I say? Okay, the BYL Cosmetics is coming out with this one. This is the Dream Book palette. This is huge, sweeties. 63 shades, okay? 63 shades with mattes, shimmers, glitters, highly pigmented, easy to blend, versatile, and lightweight. Okay, now I always wonder how big the palette really is, but you kind of feel like the palette should be this big, but usually the pens are really small in palettes like this. I'm just guessing because, you know, I don't know, obviously. The swatches look actually really, really nice. I personally, for myself, think that is even for me too big, even though I like big palettes. I really, really do. I think 63 is too big for me personally, and I also feel that there is, in the different color schemes that are in the palette, for me, there is not enough drama. There's not enough depth. It is very, very even in color intensity, besides a few darker shades in the palette, which is like really not a lot for someone who really likes dark and dramatic makeup. So this is not going to be for me, but maybe it is for you. So this is available now for pre-order in case you want to check it out. Then I also definitely wanted to talk about LEORAHCOSMETICS again. Last time we spoke, or I reminded you about the 70s collection, which is the one with the flowery patterns and all of that, which is coming now. And also now I can see that there is another palette coming, and that is the Desert Naturals palette, which looks like, you can see it there on the picture. I think this is a very, very cute palette with, of course, a natural theme. You do have kind of, you know, the a desert vibe, obviously, with also some greens, some muted dark greens, which is really, really pretty. I think the execution here also is very, very nice. Also considering that it is only 9 pans, you know, you have to really, really work out the color scheme when you only have 9 pans available. So that is so cool. This is launching on November 1st, in case you want to check this one out. Okay, then let's also talk about Kiko Milano quickly, because they're coming out with the Glamour multi-finish palette collection. So you do have, of course, 6 different 9-pan palettes here, and they retail for $18 a piece, and this is available now. Okay, this is available now probably for you. For me, it's going to become available next year. Because we in Israel, we get the Kiko Milano releases about like half a year, 10 months later. So I'm not going to get this anyway. So, but in case you want to check this out, and this is what you're vibing with, and it is readily available for you, then of course feel free to check this one out. Okay, then Gabby Quintana Beauty is coming out with an eyeshadow palette. She is coming out with 5 chunky glitters, with an eyeliner, and with 4 styles of lashes. Now you do have this palette, which looks super cool and vibrant. You have 30 shades here, which is, this is my comfort zone, you know, something between, let's say, 20 to 40 shades. That is where I see myself being most comfortable. Do I have to have that? No. I can also go below. I am also really rocking 9-pan palettes, you know? But seriously, I love big palettes. So seriously. Okay, I also love chunky glitters. If glitters, that makes so much sense. And you know that I love glitters, so that is that. This is from this is the Queen collection, I should also say. Okay, so that is available. This is available already. Okay, so yeah. Then let's also talk about Surreal makeup, because they have revealed their Halloween collection. Of course, like Halloween, but with fall, you know, so I guess it's Halloween. something like that. Anyway, so they have 18 new singles, 9 creams and 9 loose pigments, and this is available in 9 jar pan palette sets, I think, only. So I think you do see here on the picture the 9 pan sets, in case this is something you're looking for. I do not have a price here, but this is coming soon. In case you want to check that out and have that on your radar, you know, then please feel free to follow up on this. Now, I definitely also wanted to speak with you about this one from ColourPop. Now, this is the, what do they call it? The Jewels, Play It Jewel eyeshadow palette. Now, I have seen different pictures. This picture here looks very, very good and very jewelry for the most part. Let's say 2/3, the 3 bottom rows, okay? The upper 2 rows, I think, could have really cut them out, honestly, if you ask me. But anyway, okay, but I've also seen other pictures where it really looked like there were just like 4 or 5 jewel tones in the palette. So I don't know what it is now. According to this picture, I think it's a pretty good palette. 30 shades for $34. But again, I've seen other pictures too, so I cannot really tell you what you're getting here, you know? Anyway, that is what it is. And then you also do have the Party Proof Eye Primer. Let me know if you have tried this, because I'm very much into trying eye primers these days, you know? So let me know. The primer comes in 3 shades for $8 a piece, and this is already available now in case you want to check this out. Okay, my lovelies, let us also talk about Nikia Joy Cosmetics. I do believe that she is based in Australia, but I could be wrong. It's definitely not America. At least she did not used to be there. I hope I'm not saying something wrong here now. But anyway, so she is coming out with the new limited edition Supernova collection. You do have 5 chroma shift pigments here, and these are available now. And according to the swatches, this looks so, so cool. So maybe if you're living in that part of the world and this is easy for you to get and you want to try that, and maybe even let all of us know in the comments in one of my videos how you like it, that would be so, so cool. Or let me know by DM on Instagram. That could also be cool. So anyway, that is that. I think this looks super, super pretty, and of course she's talented. She's a very talented and kind of really, really big YouTube creator. So anyway, this is what it is from Nikia Joy Cosmetics. Then I also wanted to update you on the Glamour Cosmetics release, because last time we spoke about the Silent Night palette, I could only show you the outer packaging. Now I do have this one. This is just a digital mock-up of the palette, so this is not the actual palette yet, but this is sort of the vibe that you're going to get. And I think also here this is a very, very cool palette. Just never forget that you only have 8 shades. You know, you only have 8 shades, and what you're getting in a palette with only 8 shades, that is kind of the magic behind it, or the art behind it in creating makeup. You know, it is kind of easy to take 40 shades, put them in a palette, because you don't have to pick and choose so much. You know, you have a wider variety, and you know, you just put it all in. But having basically the limitation of only 8 shades and then rocking it like this, and I love this dark vibe. I so love it, you know. That is really, really cool. So this is the Silent Night palette, 8 shades for $47. This is coming soon. Now let's also talk about the Collective Cosmetics again, because they're coming out with the Ghoul collection, and this is now available in case you want to check this out. You have 4 satin matte single shadows, you do have a lavender green duochrome highlighter, and you do have a pink liquid eyeshadow. The whole collection retails for $47 and is available now in case you want to check. So yeah, I think the Collective Cosmetics rocks, you know? Just take my word for it. That is a very, very cool brand, and that is that. Okay, Sweeties MBA Cosmetics is coming out with the Venus Multi-Chrome Eyeshadow Bundle. This is available now on their Etsy, and I think also this is really, really cool. Really pretty in case you're into these kinds of multi-chrome shadows, and seriously, who isn't? I have tried MBA Cosmetics and I really, really liked it. It was a very, very good performance, and that is basically all I can tell you, I do not have a price for this right now. Okay, then we also need to definitely talk about Gourmande Girls Cosmetics, because if you're a regular on my channel, and if you're not, then please check out last Friday's video, because I actually had a review up for this palette. This is the That Time of Year palette from Gourmande Girls Cosmetics in collaboration with, let me see, Debutante, with the Brutally Honest Beauty and Adventures of Xenia. Okay, so with 3 smaller YouTube creators, which is so nice, and you do get 15 shades with mattes and shimmers in this palette. This is available now for $40, and I have tried it. I've tried it. There are already looks up on my Instagram. There is a flat lay, there are swatches, all of that you will find there, and of course also on the other creators' Instagram and social media and whatever. There's a lot of information out there about this palette already. Of course, this is a very nice winter themed palette, and I really enjoyed working with it. I do also have a code with Gourmande Girls Cosmetics. It's not affiliated, but it will save you, of course, some money in case you want to order it. Then LEORAHCOSMETICS, sweeties, they are really rocking it. Look at this palette, the Spider Queen palette. Okay, so but look at the color scheme. The color scheme is so cool, and honestly, with all those rich red tones, this is what I've been missing a little bit in a lot of palettes this fall. You know, this blood red and this like to go there, you know. I think regarding the reds, I think brands have been holding back a little bit. I don't know why, and it's just, you know, like my perception of things. It could of course be different what you are seeing, but you are getting here 16 shades with mattes and shimmers. This is available now for $20, and I think this palette is very cool. And I've also recently tried LEORAHCOSMETICS here on my channel. I have made a first impression of the Desert Sky palette, and I really liked it, you know. So anyway, in case you want to see that video, it is one of my recent videos. All right, then let's talk about Prados Beauty, because they are collabing with Stephen Paul Judd. Is it the 3rd collab? Because I kind of feel it is. Anyway, so they're collabing with Stephen Paul Judd to release their Matriarch collection. Okay, so we do have an eyeshadow palette with 30 shades. You do have three face palettes. You do have a bronzer palette, a blush palette, and a highlighter palette. Then you do have 5 lipsticks. You do have 2 styles of lashes. You do have a black eyeliner / lash glue, and you do have an LED hand mirror. A LED hand mirror. Okay, yeah, so this is all of this is available now. The whole collection with box costs you $285. Wow, that is, yeah, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money, but maybe you want to just choose the eyeshadow palette or something else, because I think you can also of course buy that separately. Okay, sweeties, let's also talk about Viseart, because Viseart is coming out with 2 new eyeshadow palettes. Both of them are 12 pan palettes with one, it has bright colors, as you can see, which is the, I don't know, Bijouzette, maybe Bijouzette eyeshadow palette for $44, and then the Kashmiri eyeshadow palette also for $44. That's the one with the neutral shades, and this is already available now. Both of them have their charm and their place. I'm not going to get this, of course, but I think it's cute, depending on what you're looking for. And even in the very neutral one, even though I think it is very light for the most part, at least you have that one taupey shade there, the dark taupe, that gives it some depth. But again, there are a lot of people who just put a champagne shimmer on their lid and they're done for the day, you know. And then maybe a palette like this makes a lot of sense. But yeah, anyway, that is coming, or that is available now from Viseart. Now let us look at Lollipop Cosmetics, because they're coming out with this super cool palette, and that's the Seduction eyeshadow palette. Sweeties, this palette though, what a cool vibe. What a cool vibe. Sweeties, have you known that I love grays and silvers? Try to stop me. Like seriously, you know, that is a very cool palette. And also with the addition of that dark blue matte in the bottom left corner, and then this mauve shade, shimmer shade. It is so cool. You know, I kind of really would like to see swatches, because I would love to see the difference in the silvers in the middle column, you know. But anyway, that is what it is, and I think just from seeing it, I think it looks super cool. You have 9 shades, you do have 6 mattes and 3 shimmers. This brand is vegan and cruelty free, and this is available now from Lollipop Cosmetics, and I think this is really cool. You know. Okay, yeah, I love makeup, what can I do? Okay, Electrum Cosmetics is releasing their Halloween collection. So you do have the Crystal Ball highlighter palette with 6 shades for $35. You do have 3 lip glosses for $10 a piece, and then you do have 3 chameleon pigments for $16 a piece, or $45 for all 3. Okay, then you do have free bed earrings with purchase of the collection bundle. So cool. The whole collection retails for $105, and this is already available in case you want to check this one out from Electrum Cosmetics. Alright, then let's talk about Alien Cosmetics. They have revealed their Witching Hour palette. I spoke about Witching Hour, didn't I? It used to be the worst hour of my day every single day when my children were still smaller. They're still quite small. My youngest is just 5, but still, you know, Witching Hour was like, let's say the time between 4:30 in the afternoon till bedtime, where you just really want to die. You know? Yeah, I'm being dramatic, of course, but yeah, I know Witching Hour. So this palette is, of course, much better than my Witching Hours. You know, this I prefer this one. So you do have 9 shades, you do have 6 mattes and 3 shimmers. This is available, or it's going to be available on October 18th, so it's going to be super soon, for $35. Now, first of all, I do have a code with Alien Cosmetics in case you want to use it. It is affiliated. I also should tell you that there is something going on with Alien Cosmetics. They are going through a rebrand. I think they're also going to change their name. So when this goes live, I do believe that all other palettes will basically not be on the website anymore. This is going to be the last item. I hope I'm saying this right, sweeties, check, okay? But I think this is the last item that will be launching under the name Alien Cosmetics. I think they're moving also, and they're also, I think they're also changing the name and rebranding. Okay, so just so you know, we are going to still talk about this once I know more, but as of right now, this is more or less all I know. So just so you know. Okay, Witching Hour palette, really cool color scheme. Also, this is a very traditional fall themed palette, if you ask me, but that doesn't make it ugly. I think it's beautiful, you know? I wonder why that is. Why do people think that traditional is bad? I love traditions, you know, I'm all up for that. So yeah. Okay, Buchona Cosmetics. I hope I'm saying this right. Buchona maybe, yeah. Buchona Cosmetics is coming out with their Night in Paris palette. Also, this is a very interesting palette, sweeties. It is kind of a palette that is a neutral / blue palette with 2 greens, okay. But as you know, I'm a big supporter of palettes like this because they just make so much sense, because the combination between super colorful shades and neutrals is a concept that works and makes sense and is beautiful, you know? And I think also here the whole concept, how the execution of the outer packaging and also what they put in the palette is really cool. You do get 16 shades. This is going to become available on the 15th, okay? 15th of October, and this is what it is. I don't have a price. I think it's cute. I think it's very cute. Okay, then let's also talk about Natasha Denona. Okay, so she's coming out with the Mini Metropolis eyeshadow palette. I have spoken about this a couple weeks back, you know, when there was like a tiny little sneak peek that this is going to come. So anyway, this is the new palette. You do have 5 shades with mattes and shimmers. There is 1 new shade and 4 pre-existing shades. Okay, and an eyeshadow brush, and this is already available when you're seeing this, I do believe. Let me just check. Yeah, this is going to be available already when you're seeing this. Yeah, okay, good. So now wait, there is another palette from Natasha Denona. Let me just scroll down. It's this one. So this is the Baby Glam eyeshadow palette. Ladies, for someone who likes big palettes, is like, you're kidding me, right? Are you kidding me? Really? Do you want me to be busy for like 2 minutes? Yeah, anyway, but again, we all have different preferences, and as I told you, I'm not hating on stuff. It's just, for me, it's funny, you know? For me, it's just seriously funny. And yeah, so I like to be happy. And this is 3 shades for $19, okay? Available already in case you want to check this one out. Now, these 2 releases are not going to be for me. I'm also a little bit salty with Natasha these days, so that doesn't help, obviously. Okay, sweeties, now I have another new brand, and that is Christina, let me see, Christina Sicalia's Beauty. I think Christina Sicalia's Beauty, and she's releasing the Lux del Sol collection. Okay, so here you do have an eyeshadow palette with 10 shades, 2 illuminating powders, and 2 lip glosses, and this is already available when you're seeing this. Also here the palette is of course classy, very, very classy, with lighter neutrals, and then also some, well, honestly, it's a bit hard to see because the lid of the palette casts a shadow over the shade, so that can be misleading, but it looks very like a nature desert kind of a theme. It does have nice depth in the palette though, so overall this is of course not necessarily my vibe, but it is a very well executed palette if you ask me. This is available now in case you want to check this out. Then Isori Beauty is coming out with this mini eyeshadow palette with 9 shadows. That is all the information I have. Let me see, I think there is 2 mattes in the palette and the rest is shimmers. Is that true? I think it looks like it. So for me, of course, this palette is too light. There is not enough depth for me in the palette, and also, of course, I need dark. What can I say? But again, there are a lot of people who are different than me. You know, most people are different than me and are maybe looking for just that. So keep your eyes open for this one from Isori Beauty. Now, let's also talk about Temi Tanuka inspired sigil, because she's coming out with the Coronation eyeshadow palette. Now, Coronation, the theme is so cool, you know, because I'm kind of always feeling like Leorah, Queen Leorah, you know. I kind of have to tell myself I'm the queen in my own life, because otherwise being a mother of 7 and feeling the servant of the family like all the time is not something that I want to have in my life the whole time. So I'm telling myself I'm the queen of this realm, you know, that's what I'm doing, and it helps. It helps in your own attitude. So that's why I'm totally and completely vibing with the theme of queens, of coronation, of like a throne, of royalty, of like all of that, you know. The swatches also look super cool. Of course, this is not my makeup style either, you know, but I wanted to definitely you know, bring it out here so you can see it, because maybe this is something that you would like to wear. This looks like it's all shimmer shades. Okay, so 7 shades available now for $52. Okay, sweeties. Now I've also been tagged in this one. This is from Liza Eldridge Makeup, and she's coming out with the Seamless Skin Foundation, and this is going to come in 40 shades. Right now I don't see them. I only see the first teaser of that this one is coming, so can't really tell you a lot about this yet. It's coming soon, stay tuned. That is all I know. Just wanted to make you aware of this in case you want to, in case you're looking for something, you know. Don't we all look for something? Okay, Pretties for Your Face is coming out with the Squid Game collection. So you do have 6 eyeshadows, you do have 1 blush and 1 highlighter. The eyeshadows of course are in the top row, and then you do have the highlighter and the blush, you know, down in the second row. This is available as a bundle for $45, and I think they're also available individually in case you want to pick and choose. Okay, now again, they're getting me with the grays and the silver kind of a vibe. I'm just craving this. I love shades like this, you know. Anyway, this is what it is. I've not tried this brand, but one of my besties has, and she likes it, so that is basically all I need to know about a brand, you know, if one of my besties likes it. Okay, sweeties, that's the Squid Game collection. In case you want to check it out, it's available now. Okay, then another new brand for me personally, and that is Scratched by Cat. Actually, this is at least the Instagram handle, okay? And this is the Feline Fever blush palette. And I was like, first when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is such a cool eyeshadow palette, but it is apparently a blush palette. I'm sure you could use this as eyeshadows too, because boy oh boy, this is a pink palette. This is pretty in pink, you know, not only, but like the bottom row, this could have been a pretty in pink palette, you know. 8 shades, highly pigmented, available now for $37 in case you want to go all out with your blush. you know? Anyway, so let's also talk about XNO Cosmetics because they're coming out with the Glitterholic 2.0 palette. 18 shades, 6 mattes, 7 duochromes, and 5 pressed glitters. This is available now for $36. I think I do have a code with XNO Cosmetics in case you want to use it. Of course, here all the mattes are the neutrals, and I kind of feel like I would have loved, oh, but that blue in the middle row, did you see this? Oh, wow, let me zoom in. Wow, this looks stunning. The shade Flicker, wow. Really, really cool. I kind of wish that there would be maybe 1 or 2 of those, of the mattes would be kind of colorful, you know, but that is okay. Anyway, again, as I already told you, my philosophy is neutrals and colorful shades just go super, super well together. Okay, so this is available now from XNO Cosmetics in case you want to check it out. Okay, sweeties, let's also talk about Sugar Drizzle, because Sugar Drizzle is coming out with the Gnome Chrome eyeshadow palette. Like, how cute is that? Gnome Chrome. Wow. Okay, so this is a 12 pan palette for $43. This is a limited edition palette, and there's going to be no restocks. Sweeties, I'm dying. I had people in the comment section tell me not to be so dramatic. But I don't care, sweeties. This is beautiful. It's so adorable, and I cannot even. Why are there not going to be any restocks? This is not. Okay, so this is going to be available on October 17th. This is so adorable that I feel like this, what, like, how are they coming up with this stuff, you know? Sugar Drizzle is onto something. That is a brand that is going to make it. I promise you this one, you know? This is so cool. Anyway, check out that release. That release though, I want to print this out and like plaster it over the faces of my children. This is so cool. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, so now let us also talk about Martine Cosmetics. That is a new brand for me, I believe, and they're coming out with the 669 or 669 collection, and this is available now. This is how she looks. Okay, so we do have a very, very dark grungy palette, which is kind of really, really cool. 18 shades for, let me see, $64. Okay, is that, wait, I think this is a European based brand. I'm pretty sure it is, but also the swatches, it's so dark and grungy. That is so cool, you know? But anyway, okay, so you do also have 2 dark matte liquid lipsticks for about $19 a piece, and then 2 dark hole liners. Okay, so 2 dark hole liners in green and purple for about $15 a piece. All of this is available now. I think it is really cool if you're looking for this vibe, you know. It's not for everybody, of course, but you know, makeup shouldn't be for everybody. There should be something for everybody, but not every release has to be for everybody, you know, because no, it's not one size fits all, you know. So that is what it is. I'm so good with the platitudes today. Anyway, I also definitely wanted to show you this one here from Frikin Cosmetics because they're coming out with the Lovers eyeshadow palette. And also this one, I have to say, is, first of all, it also has a dark grungy, like dark sexy vibe, you know, and I think that is super cool. You do have 9 shades. It looks like there are 2 pressed glitters in the palette, and I think color scheme wise this looks beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. So dark and kind of mysterious and sexy, you know. I really like this. Okay, so that is the Lovers palette from Frikin Cosmetics. Okay, sweeties, we are almost done, and let's go on with Pizzazz by Jazz Cosmetics, and they're coming out with the Fresh Princess of Makeup collection. Okay, this collection includes a 9-pan palette, a Bel Air Academy highlighter, taxi lashes and 2 lip glosses, and the whole thing is going to be available, or is now available, for $55. What are taxi lashes? Okay, I get it, the packaging is taxi. Okay, so Bel Air 16 Academy highlighter, and then of course also the Fresh Princess eyeshadow palette. Now this is of course a super happy vibe, very playful and very, I don't know, yeah, very fun, you know. So that is what it is. Let me just see. It looks like there's 1 pressed glitter and maybe two shimmer shades, and the rest is mattes, but don't take my word for it. It doesn't say here, so I really don't know, but one is most probably a pressed glitter. Okay, sweeties, so that is from Pizzazz by CXC Cosmetics. And then I also wanted to show you this one from HipDot. So apparently the Addams Family 2 movie is now playing in theaters. I wouldn't know that because, you know, but anyway, of course, I know the Addams Family, so this is, of course, the palette in collaboration with that theme. Okay, so anyway, so you do have the limited edition collection for $58, which includes the Spells and Texas Pigment palette, the Morticia lipstick trio, and a limited edition animal pin. Animal. Not animal as in wow, wow, wow. I don't know. I'm really rocking this today. Okay, so anyway, the color scheme is of course dark and kind of makes sense for what it is. It's an 8-pan palette, so if you're looking for a small palette with a dark, kind of dark, grungy, sexy vibe, then this might be your thing. But anyway, this is not necessarily going to be for me. I like the vibe in the palette, but I kind of want it to be more, you know, more of it, more developed and stuff like that, in maybe 2 or 4 more shades, you know what I mean? Like continue this idea. You know what I mean? Yeah, so anyway, that is what it is, and that is my best performance ever. So yeah, anyway, sweeties, I hope you did like the vibe. I hope you did like to hang out with me. I just like to be happy about makeup. What can I say, you know? All right, so sweeties, that was it for this video. Of course, if you've made it till here, thank you so much for all the love and support. Leave me your comments in the comment section, and of course, check out the description box with all the information, with all my links to my social media, with the ways to also support this channel, with all my discount codes, and of course with the brands that I've been speaking about. And then also in a pinned comment you will find the makeup that I'm wearing today. Okay, besides that, of course, if you've not done so, I would love it if you were to subscribe to my channel, and let's have this journey together and just be happy together and try out makeup and, you know, just be a bit relaxed in this hectic world and just, you know, talk about stuff and hang out. I would really like that. If you can see this happening, then yeah, please subscribe and be part of this journey. Besides that, I hope you'll come back for my next video, which is gonna be super soon, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.